Thanks so much for having us, you guys. We really appreciate you giving us a few minutes to talk about TSP and what we do. I hope you guys have been having a great conference. I'm Michelle Klobassa, as Brandy said, and I'm an architect and one of the principals at TSP.
My name is Heather Mergen. I'm an interior designer here at TSP.
Yeah, so we just wanted to talk a little bit about who we are and some of the services that we offer. So TSP, Heather and I are both based here in our Sioux Falls office, but we do have offices in Rapid City as well as Watertown and over in Rochester, Minnesota and Omaha, Nebraska. So kind of in our region here. And we have architects, interior designers, mechanical, electrical, and structural engineers. So you can see all of our smiling faces up there on the screen. And we're celebrating our 90th anniversary this year. We were started in 1930, so it's a really cool history and legacy to have and continue on for so long. Our job, obviously, we work on buildings. We work on new buildings, additions, and renovations, but also we are so happy to help if anyone is looking for assistance, whether they need some new finishes, if they're looking at a new color scheme, flooring and paint and things like that. Heather would be a great resource for you. We also, if you're needing to do maintenance type items, energy efficiency upgrades, so new mechanical systems, windows, roofs, and things like that. Also part of our scope of work. We often send our teams out to go out and do facility condition assessments. So happy to come out and take a look at the condition of your building and give you an idea of when you might need to replace certain things and how much that might cost. So that's just a little bit about what we do, but now I'm gonna just talk in specific about a recent project that we did here in Sioux Falls at RUMMEL Village. And I thought it would be a good example to share with you because the project included so many different things. The main part of the project was an addition of 60 resident rooms. So it was 30 memory care and 30 higher level assisted living. But then we also went back and we did some renovation of the old memory care wing into a new expansion of their Main Street spaces. We did a nice big gathering room, some kitchen work in the nursing home, and also just some smaller things. Like there was this one particular area that was a real traffic jam, where if someone was going through there on a scooter, no one else could get through that doorway and that hallway. So just helping them come up with some solutions to problem areas like that as well. And our process is kind of unique. So we call it a design charrette process. And you can see some example of that here up on the screen. We basically went and we set up in their meeting room and posted up all of these different floor plan ideas and sketches and photographs, and really just generated a bunch of ideas over the course of several different sessions. And what we like to do is just work side by side with our clients. We don't come to the table saying, okay, this is exactly what we think you should do. Just listen to us. We really focus on spending a lot of time listening to our clients. So we had their leadership team there, obviously, but we also had town hall meetings with the residents, just to get ideas of what things they wanted to see done there. Also brought in staff and all the different departments. We know how important it is to retain staff, and I think getting their input was really critical as well for the whole process. And that happened throughout. Obviously, the beginning is a big thrust of meetings, and then continuing to develop and detail out the drawings. We continue to meet with them and review things with them. So that's the general process that we like to use when we're working with our clients. And we know that senior living environments, it's really important to make things feel like home. So if you go to that next slide here, this is a photo of the assisted living area, they're kind of great room space. So you can see it's more of a family style dining and kitchen area, and it's open to this nice daylit living room space. But again, just using different colors and lighting and furniture that really make it feel more homey and less institutional. So the staff there has told us that these spaces are where they see residents spending most of their time when they're out and about. So Heather, I'll let you talk a little bit more too.
Yes, this is RUMMEL, like Michelle mentioned, and assisted living facilities should be warm, welcoming, and fit the evolving needs of the residents. A thoughtful floor plan is important, and so is the interior design. Typical residents are well-traveled, tech-savvy, and want to keep their current lifestyles in their new homes. Residents want multiple dining options, social and wellness spaces. We want to help them fight boredom, improve the quality of their lives, meet their physical, mental, emotional needs, and continue their hobbies and interests.
Yeah, so here's just a few examples you see on the screen there of the kind of the Main Street activity areas that we designed. Obviously, this is wood shop area. These two guys are in there every time I happen to go by. They're always making some great things. But also you see, a golf simulator. That was an idea brought up that was new and unique. We hadn't done that before. And a beautiful art room with just nice daylight and kind of flexible space that they can do a lot of things. I know they've brought in different classes and things that they've held there too. So one of the other things that is really critical in those senior living environments is also daylight. So if you go to the next slide. This is an example of one of the resident rooms, and you can see we have these nice big bay windows in the resident rooms. That was something that was feedback directly from the residents. They really like those bay windows. It gives them another place to kind of set personal items and decor and really just personalize that space. And then for people that are walking by, it's kind of fun too, because you can see what people have in their windows. And it's also pretty unique technology that we utilize out in the hallways and kind of the main common spaces. It's called a tunable white lighting system. And what that does is it actually, the light fixtures mimic the color and the intensity of the sunlight outside. So, in the morning, it might be a little bit of a warmer colored light, as the sun is coming up, but then as the sun is getting higher in the sky, it's a brighter bluer color, and it's just more intense. So what that is intended to do is to reinforce your body's circadian rhythm. So just that body clock that we all have that helps regulate sleep and wake times. So for people that are spending more time inside, the intent is to help just regulate those circadian rhythms, help people sleep better, and just improve behaviors and things like that. And then just on this image too, right on the right-hand side is a little memory box that we designed at each of the resident rooms. So again, giving people a chance to personalize and just be able to find their way back home. So kind of a fun little detail that we incorporated there. And right along with the idea of daylight is kind of the importance of the outdoor spaces in design. So this is a rendering view of the courtyard, which is right in the center of that memory care and assisted living wing of rooms that we built. So you can see it's actually designed to feel like a town square. So kind of a unique design idea. And again, that came from one of those big ideas right at the beginning in that design charrette process. So, creating something very kind of new and interesting, giving the residents opportunities to kind of come and go through these different little storefronts. You can enter them from either inside from the hallway or from the outside in the courtyard space. And then there's these nice balconies for the assisted living floor, which is on the second floor, that they can also enjoy and appreciate this courtyard space. So some of the other fun things that we did in other courtyards across the campus, we included kids play elements. There was actually some kind of outdoor musical instruments, which are fun. It's a really beautiful outdoor fireplace, so you can kind of enjoy time outside, even if it's a little bit cooler. There's a little walking labyrinth, a meditation labyrinth that people can enjoy over by the chapel area. So again, it's just thinking a little bit outside the box and giving people more opportunities to get out and be active. And I know right now with COVID, that's even more important, getting people outside with that fresh air and sunshine, just enjoying the nice weather while we have it. And finally, I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the details. So this is just one of those sheets that were up on the wall during the design phase of ideas that people had for the resident room specifically. And you can see there's things on here like more outlets. We know people have more devices and things that need to be charged. Scooters, things that need to be just given a space for, so you can kind of park your scooter or your wheelchair and have a spot for that in the resident room. Thinking about, a simple thing like a little nightlight that goes over the toilet. So it just provides an easier way to navigate in the dark and get where you need to be. So just focusing on the fact that, our job as architects and designers is really here from the beginning. We're here for those big ideas and that design process, but we're here all the way through to all of these details and working these small details into the project so we can really make the residents' lives better, every day, the staff, just helping them do the work that they do every day as well. So now I'm going to let Heather talk a little bit more about interiors.
These are 2 color boards that I made for a project recently, and I realized early in my career that it's not about what I like. I try not to make assumptions and to ask a lot of questions about how they want their facility to look and feel. I learn about who will be living there and then dig in to design it for them. The finishes should be like what they were used to in their homes, but now of commercial quality. We usually use soothing colors that are neutral and warm. Colors that are found in nature are shown to reduce stress. Colors that are too dark can appear black, and colors that are too pastel can appear gray to aging eyes. Accent colors like green, blue, and yellow tend to be the favorites among assisted living residents. This is a rendering for a dining room that is in assisted living it's in construction in Wyoming right now. Dining rooms commonly now replicate residents' favorite dining options like that they have now, like bistros, coffee shops, and microbreweries. We also provide art, accessory, and plant services. Those things can help add finishing touches to make a facility feel like a home. Plants can add more life to spaces while giving residents something to care for. Art is another area that we help with. Family photos and nature images help to create a calm environment. In communities with memory care neighborhoods, art can help a resident find their way. A resident can often remember to take a right at the blue floral painting instead of remembering a room number. And I have found that residents love local art. Local scenery connects them in the community. And the art should contrast the wall so that it doesn't get lost on aging eyes. Furniture procurement is also something that we help with. Furniture should reflect the resident's current needs. For example, a cushiony chair from before may now be hard to get out of. So we would choose something with a firmer seat and add arms at the right heights. And we would usually use a dining table with legs on all 4 corners so it's safe to lean on when getting up. We would use fabrics with antimicrobials, and we would use simple designs on the fabrics. The fabric should be a contrasting color to the floor and the wall so that it's easy to see. Most importantly, though, the furniture needs to be comfortable and look like it's in a home, not in a healthcare facility. Our environment affects all areas of our wellness. At TSP, we work hard to create thoughtful, safe, supportive homes for our clients to thrive in.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us today, and just hopefully we give you a few ideas or things to think about. And our contact info is here if you ever want to reach out with any questions. So hope you have a great rest of your conference here today. And thanks again.
Thank you.